a man is supposed to be a provider and a protector. This is a natural role. This is like the order of things. Men like are supposed to be able to provide for their women, and this is setting a standard for the rest of the relationship. I'm not saying that or like later on, like maybe you're dating for a year or 2 years, that a woman can never pay for anything. Like personally, like I like to treat like whoever I'm dating like every once in a while, just because I think it's nice and like to show that like, hey, I'm also financially invested in this. But a man is supposed to take control in that kind of a way and to provide for the girl that way. This is gender roles. Like this is how our
that's just an appeal to nature. It's actually a fallacious form of thinking, right? Oh, men should pay because it's natural that men have always paid. It's like, that's not a good argument, especially in modernity. Why should men pay for dates? Why? Why is that necessary that men pay to take you on a date? I assume you want to be on the date. If you don't want to be on the date, then you're just fleecing him, right? That's what you're doing.
If you don't want to be on the date, just don't go.
That's my whole point, right? It's like, if you don't want to be on the date, then just don't go. But I assume if you want to be on the date, why is it assumed he's going to pay for the date? That's the part where we're having the disconnect.
Well, can I say, so for example, I also think of it like, whenever birds are trying to mate, it's the male birds that are the prettiest. They like dance for their female birds. Like females don't say, oh, I'm gonna dance back. Like it's the man who's like dancing. So whenever the man is paying for the dinner, that's him dancing.
And black widow spiders will have sex with a mate and then them and lay their young inside of their dead corpse. Like looking at animals to determine how human beings are supposed to behave with each other is absurd. That's why we don't appeal to nature. That's why it's a fallacious form of thinking and argumentation. It's like, okay, I can bring up all sorts of counterexamples of black widow spiders doing horrible things to their mates, right? It's like, is that the way we should do things? Should women sleep with a man, then kill him and then lay their babies inside the man? Like, isn't that absurd, right?
We should be more like black widows, in my opinion.
I feel like if you guys are unsure if you're gonna fully commit to each other yet, like if you're still in the getting to know each other phase, it's okay if you guys pay for your own things. And then like once you get in a committed relationship, I do believe and she said like treating my man as well. So like, yeah, maybe he pays for some dates, but maybe I ask him out too and I pay for some as well. I don't know. That's just my opinion.
I think it ultimately goes back to like our natural design, right? Like I believe in God. I believe that he created a natural order for things. I believe that there's a certain way that we are to live. Mm-hmm. And so in that, like God created man first, and then he created woman to be the helper. And so God created man to be the provider. And so you're asking, why is it this way?
Yes, God did not create the modern social order of chivalry. That was not a creation of God. That was a creation of man.
If you look at this, like the Bible, and read the Bible and the New Testament.
I've read the Bible many times, and I'm going to tell you again that the idea in the Bible that men must pay for dates does not exist absent your brain, your headcanon that you just made up. Where should I look in the Bible for men pay for dates? Is that under, I just made that up, chapter 9? Like, where can I find that in the Bible?
You can look at husbands love your wives and wives submit to your husbands.
I'm sorry, are we talking about husbands and wives? Or are we talking about dating?
Dating, yeah, you're right. There's not too much about dating in the Bible, if anything at all.
Yeah, there's not too much, is there? Because what we have is we have a societal construct for how that works. And appealing to the Bible and saying, this means that men have to pay for dates, where? I mean, how do you even come to this conclusion? It's such a massive leap. Why should men pay for a date in modernity with women? What are they bringing to the table? Are they bringing chastity and virtue and virginity? No. So why is it that we are going to assume that based on this chivalrous code where people would kill each other for the virginity of milady, if there is no more milady, what the hell are we killing each other and paying for exactly?
Are you even arguing about something that you care about? Because something tells me that you would pay for a first date, for the first few dates.
Let's assume that I would. What the does that have to do with anything?
So then you're talking out of your
people, women.
How would that be talking out of to press your
Then
position?
You're a hypocrite. Then you're a hypocrite.
I'm sorry. Wait a second. Smoking cigarettes is bad. Do you see that I'm smoking? Should I tell a 5-year-old that they should be able to smoke because I also smoke? Does that even make sense to you?
No, but you're a hypocrite.
No, because it's the stupidest shit anybody's ever heard. What the hell are you talking about?
You're a hypocrite then.
Oh, so I'm a hypocrite if I don't tell a 5-year-old to smoke because I smoke?
Yes.
Oh, okay. So if a person takes medicinal drugs for pain, should they tell a 5-year-old to take medicinal drugs? Otherwise, they're a hypocrite?
If they're prescribed it by a doctor, then
Okay, well then let me ask you a series of questions. Have you ever told a lie?
everyone at this table, including
You'll never
yourself,
get mad at another person again the rest of your life who lies to you, or you're a hypocrite.
we're all hypocrites.
Okay, well then what's your point?
Because you're going
If
on and on
if
and
everybody's a
on.
hypocrite and you're a hypocrite, then calling me a hypocrite means nothing.
So I'm right. You're a hypocrite. And you're arguing about something you
Then
don't even
I'm also
follow
right,
yourself.
you're a hypocrite. What have we established here?
I know, but I'm not going to go on and argue about
Wait,
something
you're
that I
a
don't even
hypocrite,
follow.
I'm a hypocrite, she's a hypocrite, they're a hypocrite. So if everyone's a hypocrite, then it doesn't matter.
But
so
you
we
kinda-
can
you
have the
sound silly.
conversation. Like, this
You
is
sound
absurd
silly.
on its face.
You sound like
What's
a silly
that?
goose.
I'm sorry, you have a gunt. Like, what do you want me to say?
I have a gun.
A gunt.
Gunt?
Yeah, G-U-N-T. An
What-
actual gunt. And I'm not going to take lip from a woman with a gunt, ever.
What the fuck?
What does that mean? No, define.
You know what? I actually, I don't think I can give the definition.
Why?
Then Brian, you do it.
I'd rather not, to be honest.
To go back from before,
Okay, then he's a pussy. He's a pussy. Because you're going to say something that I don't get.
All right, calm down, Nicolette. Go ahead.
I think that there are a lot of women, including myself, that are bringing abstinence and chastity to the table, that have a lot to offer a lot of men, and that is something that is, I believe, on the rise.
So I got to come in on this really quick, and I'll kind of wrap it into what you just said there. You said you're bringing abstinence and chastity. Just quick clarification on that. Are you a virgin?
Currently, no.
What do you mean currently?
I mean, like, yeah, not in my, like, I only been with one person, my ex of 7 years, and then I, like, have
Okay.
committed myself to chastity.
Sure. So you said men should pay for dates, right? Just curious,
Yes.
who's standard? Like, what's your the whole panel? Should men pay for first dates? Show of hands. Show of hands. Yes. I'll go around the table. Yes or no?
I would say no.
Yes.
Yes, but after he explained it, I'd be okay going 50-50.
Yeah.
Okay.
If the man asks you, he should pay.
If he asks,
Yes, they should pay.
into the mic, please.
Yes, they should pay.
I'm in between.
Same.
Like,
Yeah. Go ahead.
No.
Yes.
Okay. Should women be virgins?
Ideally, yes. I think I made a really big mistake in my life, and it was before I was really walking with God and really didn't have any morals. And so if I could go back, I would take it back.
Okay. Should women be
My husband was my first, so I was a virgin the entire time dating him.
sure?
So, milady, I was the milady.
Should women stay at home, let the man work, and take care of the kids?
If
Should.
they want to.
This is a should question. Should they?
That's fair.